You know the feeling. You're staring at the clock, tapping your feet, just wondering if you're ever going to get to the front of the line. Waiting. It feels like this universal part of life, right? But is it a fair one? That's what we're going to dig into today. I mean, seriously, does it ever feel like you're just a professional line stander? Like your main job is just waiting for the next thing to happen? You get to your doctor's appointment right on time, feeling all responsible, and your reward? A dusty magazine from 6 years ago. An hour later, you know everything about celebrity drama from 2012, but you're still waiting. Or how about that morning coffee line? You can almost taste it, but nope, the person in front of you is ordering some super complicated 8-step latte that sounds more like a science experiment. The agony. And don't even get me started on the grocery store. You're stuck behind someone having a full-on existential crisis about whether to get 1% or 2% milk. We have all been there. But here's the thing. What if I told you that not everyone's waiting experience is created equal? So yeah, we all hate waiting, but do we all actually wait the same amount? A couple of researchers, Stephen Holt and Katie Van Oppel, dove into this, and trust me, what they found is pretty eye-opening. 73 hours. That's right. A major study found that people in low-income households spend an extra 73 hours a year just waiting for basic services compared to high-income folks. And this isn't just bad luck. It's a clear pattern. Turns out the sociologist Barry Schwartz really hit the nail on the head here. He said that waiting is basically all about power. It's about whose time is seen as valuable and whose time, well, isn't. And now there's data to prove it. Okay, so where in the world is all this time actually going? Let's follow the clock and see where these lost hours are piling up. Okay, so the two biggest time sucks probably won't surprise you. It's stuff we all have to do. See a doctor and go shopping. But as we're about to see, the amount of time we spend doing them can be wildly different. Just imagine you're not feeling well. And on top of that, you have to wait an extra 17 minutes every single time you see a doctor. That is the reality for people in low-income households. And those minutes, they add up. It's like a time tax they're forced to pay. Let's really put that 73-hour number into perspective. That's almost 2 full 40-hour work weeks. It's like having an unpaid part-time job where your only duty is to sit around and wait, just to get the same essential services as everyone else. So, it sounds pretty straightforward, right? More money equals less waiting. But what if I told you that's not the whole story? What if there's something else going on here? Something that even money can't always fix? We just kind of assume that if you're wealthy, you can buy your way out of waiting. It makes sense? But the data shows something really surprising. For some people, no amount of money seems to buy back that lost time. This is where it gets really interesting. The data shows that for white, Asian, and Latino individuals, as income goes up, wait times go down. Makes sense. But for Black individuals, the story is completely different. Even at high income levels, they're still waiting just as long as people with the lowest incomes. Let's just look at the raw numbers. A high-income white person waits, on average, 28 minutes. A high-income Black person, 54 minutes. That is almost double. The conclusion here is pretty stark. For some people, time is a luxury that even a high salary can't buy. So this is about way more than just being annoyed in a waiting room. This points to a system that just flat out devalues the time of certain groups of people. And that has real, serious consequences. Think about it. What could you do with an extra 73 hours a year? You could learn a new language, spend way more time with your family, or just, relax. But for millions of people, that time is just gone, siphoned away in waiting rooms and checkout lines. It's not just unfair, it's a huge systemic issue. And that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? We have that old saying, time is money. So if that's true, what are we really saying as a society about the value of people whose time we consistently waste? Something to think about.